Dear students, I'm Akif Nawaz. Today, something interesting is going to be discussed. There are conditional sentences. We'll be discussing where are they used and what do we mean by that. So when it comes to conditional sentences, we use it when there are elements of possibility, reality, imagination, and regret. So these are the different scenarios, situation where we use conditional sentences. Now, when it comes to our daily life, so definitely these are the kind of instances, these are the kind of expressions that we come up with. So that's why understanding conditional sentences is very important. Now, when it comes to these elements, the possibility, reality, imagination, regret, along with that, the tense. That is how it is categorized in different types. Type 0, type 1, type 2, type 3, and mixed conditional sentences. We'll be discussing all of them one by one in detail. But for now, the focus is to understand and to analyze conditional sentences. Now, for example, if I say that if one thing happens, something else happens too. Now, if you look at this sentence that is in front of you, it is divided into two chunks. If one thing happens, something else happens too. It means that they both are interdependent. They are dependent on each other in order to give us the meaning. So, let's analyze it more in detail, more in depth. So if I say that the first chunk is the if clause. So let me underline this if clause, a clause that begins with if. So this is the if clause. And the second one is the main clause. So this one here is the main clause. Now the question is, what do we mean by a clause? We'll be discussing it in some other lecture. But for now, there are two clauses, if clause and main clause. So if clause is a condition. If this happens, now this is a condition. If this happens, now what will be the result? So the result clause would be the main clause. I hope you guys are getting what I'm trying to make you understand. That there are two clauses, if clause and main clause. If clause is a condition. If this happens, the other will be the result. This will be the result. So this is how a conditional sentence work, and we talk about possibility, reality, imagination, and there's something very interesting in conditional sentences, that is its structure. For example, I have written two sentences in front of you and both of them means the same, but the structure is different. Now firstly here I have written the if clause. If it rains, then I have split both these clauses with the use of a comma. And then I'm using the main clause. I will stay here. So if it rains, it's a condition. If there is rain, then I'll stay here. It's a possible result. Now, if the same sentence is told in another structure, it will be like this. I will stay here if it rains. So the only difference is that I have written down the main clause first and then the if clause, but there is no comma. So I hope you would have got the idea that why do we use conditional sentences, why it's very important, and what are the clauses that we have in these conditional sentences, and the most important part is its structure. That if we shuffle the word order, if we change the sentence structure, how do we need to do it? So this is how it works. So stay tuned for more grammar topics. In the next one, we'll be discussing different conditional types.